Hello and welcome back to the Trekcraft.modded.fun games server. And behind me you'll see, if you saw my first video on it, my ship is looking a lot different. Now, believe it or not, but I recorded that video only 2 days ago. And, me being my crazy self, I decided to, just casually redo the entire hull and redo all the work I've done. Now let me, just turn up my render distance for you people. But, yeah, I actually found the 3D model. Well, I didn't find it. A friend found it. And I've been redoing the hull based off of it. It has a very kind of futuristic, ablative, smooth look to it. It's really neat. I decided to place it right around the time where they have the badge from. The end of the Next Generation and Voyager, the future one. So in between Nemesis and STO. Anyway, this is what I've gotten so far. I redid this so it's not quite as dark, it's lighter, it has a bit more detail to it. Kept the sensor palette. Wanted to make sure I had that. I also make sure to kind of add in more of that pinstriping around here. Now these aren't escape pods, these are just more of the details up front. Phaser strip is still here. This detail right here took a long time to get, but it turned out really, really nice. Looks great on the mini-map here. Now back here, right now, I am in the middle of this, and I specifically wanted to record now, that way I could show you what in-progress work looks like. Now right here you see, what I'm doing here is I painted over it with a darker tone, because that's what this area looks like on the actual model. And then I'm going over it and painting it how it shows, and like this section right here I'm not done with. I'm not done with any of these sections either, but that's much closer to what it appears as. I also wanted to take a moment to show some of the other stuff I've done. I did some warp coils over here, kind of not going for your typical round shape or your oval kind of design. Here I'm using a much more unique kind of layout, going for almost like a triangle kind of shape. Reason behind it is because it looks cool. I have no other reason. Why are there two plasma streams in here? Because it looks cool. Yeah. And it'll fit in here really well because I have a bulkhead in here, remember from the last episode, and there has to be space along here for tankage and access and walking. And I had to go for a design that was both space conscious but also still elegant and unique. Now moving back here, I've started laying out just a very tiny bit of the fighter bay. Now what will happen here is once fighters enter, they'll enter through here, and they'll either go to the repair station, which will be around here, or they'll swing around and go to the storage bay, which will be around here. And the top shuttle bay, the actual landing area for your normal shuttles, not your fighters, they'll enter in here, then they'll go down into another bay deeper inside the ship, which will also link up with the fighter bay if needed. And the only other thing to keep in mind that I've been working on here is the bridge. Now, this takes most heavily from the design of the Defiant. Lots of, warlike, more aggressive elements. And I wanted to take the look of the Defiant with the rounding consoles, but also push it to be a little bit more elegant, a little bit more streamlined. And this also gives a good example of what in-progress work looks like. So here, it's all just an assortment of colors all under the rainbow. I extended kind of the idea of the Defiant back area here, made it wider, more consoles. Same thing with the front here. Now this is a two-person one. Chair's not installed yet. And that's really all that's been going on here. Soon I will be hopefully putting out videos on my other projects. Like if we go north here, we have the Kelvin, and this is a ship that I was working on another server, but I decided that I wanted to work on it on my own and kind of just take it elsewhere and just do what I want to do with it. And now you're probably going to wonder, why is it so gross? Like, what's up with all the weird blocks? Why is this made out of wood? Because that's what happens to modded blocks when you import and export them places. They get messed up. So this half you can see has been cleaned. Like that half is very different from that half. The ship's also had much more planning, much farther down into the design phase, almost towards the build out. I do have the bridge done. You know, let's bring you guys over here. Now this is also a good example of what happens to modded blocks. This was all modded and it all got changed, but the bridge itself is relatively unscathed. A little bit back here got a little goofed up, but relatively good. Mimics that, you know, the shot from 2009. And out there you will be able to see part of the registry. You can't get the shot that they show in the movie. There's just no way to see the registry perfectly down there from here. But, you know, we deal with what we're given. The entire secondary hull is done. That was done by my good friend Creeperbot, who is a wonderful guy. And he does insane work, truly amazing work. And another one of my friends who does great work did this front section. This was Doge, he did that area. But Creeper did this whole back area, which is the cargo bay and the scene where you see Captain Robau go through here and then go up into the shuttle bay. You know, I wasn't going to show off the Kelvin, but I guess we're showing it. I'll go more in depth later. This is a sneak peek. If you want to see more of this, click on a video if you're watching this in the future, where I go more into depth about this. But anyway, this is just a little sneak peek at the shuttle bay here. I'm not going to look at anything else because I want you people to have some mystery still, plenty more to see with it, but that's just another little touch of what you might get to see in the future. But yeah, that's the progress that we have so far, 2 days later, since the last video on the, oh yeah, name change, no longer the Victory, it's now the Aegis Mjolnir class, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you really like what you're seeing here, make sure to hit that notification bell to be notified when my next video comes out. See you later.